Good afternoon. This is Marty Kaiser with Greater Orlando Realty, and this is another information seminar on real estate and some recommendations. From a weather standpoint, we're actually keeping our fingers crossed that North Florida doesn't get too severely hit with the hurricane, but it's looking very ominous. Fortunately, in Central Florida, we'll probably just get some scattered rain today and winds. We usually are pretty fortunate when it comes to bad weather, and that's, I think, one of the reasons why a lot of people relocate to Orlando. But today's going to be a little bit different. Normally I talk about various topics relating to a buyer or a seller and some variables that they may encounter in the process and some things that they should do to place themselves in the best position. However, today I'm going to focus more on timing, and that relates to interest rates. As you may be aware, if you've been following the news, both from an economic standpoint and the Federal Reserve, interest rates are starting to climb. As of today, for a fixed rate for somebody with solid credit, the interest rate is somewhere between 4.75% and 5%. And it's scheduled to continue to increase during 2019. From a historical standpoint, that rate is very attractive. We've gotten spoiled, however, because over the last few years, due to some of the adverse economic conditions we had, interest rates had been at an abnormal low, and they were as low as 2.5% to 3%, and for a long time they were always under 4%. But now they're starting to increase. So what does that mean if you're a potential consumer in the real estate business? Well, if you're a buyer, that means that you're going to pay more per month if you're a non-cash purchaser to buy. So in effect, that slightly decreases your purchasing power. From a seller standpoint, it's the same thing in reverse. As you place your home for sale, the amount of people that can afford your home slightly decrease also, because as the affordability index changes, the amount of buyers in the market changes. So what does that all mean for you as a potential buyer or seller? Well, obviously we can't control interest rates, but what we can do is we can control timing. So what I'm telling all my customers is, if you're in a position that you're thinking about buying or selling real estate, now is the time to do it. You don't want to wait, because the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you if you're a buyer, and if you're a seller, it's going to affect your yield. And many customers sell with the intention of buying a larger home, so that kind of hits you on two different spectrums. So definitely you should try to move your time frame forward, and if you're in a position to buy or sell a home, sorry about that, that's my cell phone, which we always have. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, you should really do it as soon as you can. My personal opinion on interest rates, on a non-scientific basis, but based on a lot of years of experience, studying the economic factors, studying the effects that tariffs may have, studying the effect that rising gas prices may have, studying the effect that an increased deficit may have, is that interest rates in 2018 may go up a full percent. So by the last quarter of 2018, we may be approaching 6%, which is quite a difference from where we've been at. So again, I cannot stress this enough. If you're thinking of buying or selling real estate, now is the time to do so. If you'd like to discuss your personal situation more in detail, please feel free to email me at marty@floridasells.com, or I can be reached on my cell phone at 407-595-9700. Again, have a great day and an excellent fall.